What's going on, guys? Jake Tiesler's latest Mustang and automotive news. We got lots of stuff going on today. Ford is going to release 3,500 more first edition Broncos, so they're bumping it up from 3,500 to 7,000. That old little electric car that we saw sliding around in the previous video, that is definitely a Mach E 1400 prototype. We'll talk about that. And the Jeep Wrangler was found spotted with the V8 in it riding around. So here's a four-door, just, catching some air. We've got, hold your breath, this one gets a little dusty. This is Ford Bronco. So that's the Sport. It's the Sport getting after it. So, the Sport's not as lame as I thought it was going to be, although the 2 and 4-door look way better, way cooler, and way more off-road capable. Cactus gray. So Jeep was spotted with the same hood as the Wrangler Rubicon 390. So, do you remember that tweet Jeep sent out? Yeah, so basically Jeep, on the same day, or close to the same day, they released this image of the Wrangler / Gladiator with a 392, which that's the Hemi V8. It's like 475 horsepower. They did that basically on the same day. Now here is their, 392 concept. They call it a concept. So 450, they detoned it a little bit. Probably has a little more torque. It's truck, turn it into a truck engine, I guess. And they kind of trolled Ford. They've got like these horses, and they say it's time to unleash the Jeep Wrangler 392 concept, a thundering stampede of 450 horsepower. And they also do this electrified Jeep Wrangler 4xe, let sleeping dogs lie and horses too, which is kind of funny. They're just taking a stab at the Bronco. So it's kind of cool that they're going back and forth. But today they actually did, someone saw this over car and driver V8. They found a V8 on the road cruising around. It's got the hood, whether or not it's got the 392 in it or not, I'm assuming it does. Cool, they're out there testing it, and hopefully they do get it in production. That's only going to make Ford come back with the, who knows, why don't they just go ahead and do the GT500 in the Bronco? Why not? The Predator, the 5.2 supercharged 720 horsepower. Why not just go ahead and do that? Yeah, so everyone wants the V8 in the Bronco anyway, so if Jeep does this, that just means Ford can come back in a year, 3 years. That's what they do, basically. So same thing with the Bronco. The first couple years, this is what they did with the 2015 Mustang. It was a big deal when the 2015 Mustang came out. And then they switched and they did lots and lots of upgrades for 2018. They changed the engine, the transmission, everything. So I'm assuming for the Bronco, the first couple years, then they'll do an engine and transmission. They'll mix it up. They're not going to stick with the same thing for like 8 years or however long the Bronco runs. It's good to know that Jeep is actually doing this because this allows Ford some competition, and we'll probably get a V8 in the Bronco eventually. If not, they'll at least turn up the horsepower to make 450 horsepower, because the Raptor with the 3.5 liter V6 makes 450 horsepower. So, all right, and if you didn't see the last video, there's a ton of new stuff over at Bronco 6G. Basically, there's different sightings of the different Broncos. There's a cloth top video. There is this cactus gray spotted in the parking lot. There's a big demand for them, obviously, and then you can go check this out. There's the Wrangler, then there's the Sport, the 2-door and the 4-door, I believe it is. And, obviously this one has the Sasquatch package. Here's the cactus gray with the white top. It's some good photos in there. The last video I did is off-roading. They actually found the Bronco off-roading at this off-road park at Michigan, which is really cool. So go over to Bronco 6G, check all that out. There's some really cool photos over there. And Ford confirms folded rear seats will have a slight incline and 4-inch step from cargo floor. Tire rack lists 2021 Ford Bronco tire sizes and options. So that's cool. It's about $200 a tire to replace tires on Outer Banks. So I guess apparently you can go through here and pick out your different, it was Sasquatch package also listed. In Michigan, at the assembly plant, this is the 2-door on 37-inch tires, 37, 12.5, 17s, and a factory 2-inch lift. And these are available for the public viewing. So that's the cactus gray, looks like with the Sasquatch package. And then this one has the 2-inch lift that you'll probably be able to buy from Ford Performance, and then 37-inch wheel and tire package, which is really big. That makes it look crazy. It actually makes this one look small, and this one's not small at all. So there you go. There's more over at Bronco 6G. That is a good looking, from that side shot, that is good looking. I would have noticed in the rear though, the rear sits a hair higher than the front. And I'm not sure, I know there's a lot of leveling kits and stuff that you can get. So this is the cactus gray with the white. So it's kind of interesting that they got the white accents, on the dash and on the seat and on the inside trim there with this kind of red. It's kind of interesting color. It's kind of and so these are kind of the see-through door accessories. I'm assuming this kind of truck is like the Ford Performance. You know, they've got a lot of different accessories and stuff. Like these seats, I haven't seen those before. Everyone asks about that. You've got the hole in the door. That's going to be an option. You got the rock sliders right there. Removable doors. They're taking a look at that. How much clearance you have between the tire and the wheel well. So this is a manual transmission. So unless they did something weird, you can only get the manual transmission with a 2.3 liter turbo 4-cylinder. So I do like the color of that leather in the dash. That stuff looks really good. Good looking truck there. Do you guys like those seats? What do you think about that color? I like the black Bronco on the back. Hello, congratulations, thanks to NCL Ford Bronco for reserving all new limited first edition run. Due to overwhelming demand, we made a one-time increase to the quantity available, 7,000 total. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and put a reservation in. I'm sure they're already full again. Yeah, I'm sure that they're already unavailable again. Let's go check it out and see if they are. Over at Ford.com, just go to Meet the Bronco. Let's go over. There's all the models. We're just going to go down to the first edition. Okay, reservation's full. So I don't know if the reservations are actually full or if they just had 10,000 or 20,000 people try to reserve the first edition, and they're going to keep the website and just let the website say reservations are full, and then they email back all the people that actually put in their reservation at the time of ordering and get them first dibs at it and then sort it out later. That's what I'm assuming they're going to do. Wild Track still looks really good though. Still digging the Wild Track. Badlands is also looking great. In the previous video that I had, there was basically it was the Mach E doing drifts and slides all around the parking lot, and we were trying to figure out like what the deal with that is, and this is the deal. It was a prototype RTR build with Von Gittin Jr., and basically they're building a drift car. It's 1,400 horsepower basically. And they did a really good job on the video. But let's just check it out real quick and we'll go and look at the specs. Yeah, it's like it's super fast, man. If you're watching the video, you could tell how much torque it has. Like, it looks ridiculous. The car looks awesome too. So hopefully Ford Performance puts this together and it looks really good. I mean, that's rad. The Mach E looks sick. Mach E looks good. So that's the production. It's pre-production, but that's basically what it's going to look like. That's the GT, so it's the fast one. Has the nice wheels. 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. All electric. Good looking cars. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good. Yeah, so the first edition gets 7,000 unit. There's a couple more photos and videos of the Bronco over on the Instagram page. I tried to reserve a first edition. It says they're all reserved, so I'm assuming they're all taken for again. The Jeep Wrangler gets the 392 V8. You've got this all electric. You should, if you really want to dive in and look at more of this stuff, you can literally, they have build photos, they have build videos of them actually building the car. They did spend a lot of money on this. Some of the other details is basically that they're spending 11 billion electric vehicles worldwide. It's 1,400 horsepower and this projected peak horsepower, and the downforce is targeted at more than 2,300 pounds at 160 miles an hour. So that's a ton. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. I'll keep you updated weekly with the latest Bronco, automotive, Mustang news. And if you like the video, hit the links below to support the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video. Oh yeah, by the way, let me know below which Bronco do you want. The Badlands, the Wild Track, the first edition. There's all these different makes, models, trims. Who wants to see the 5-liter come back to compete? That's the real question. Who wants to see the 5-liter come back to compete with the 392? Is that what you want? Let me know down in the comment section. Catch you in the next video.